Okay, today I am going to make some sort of chili, and in my Instant Pot I already have some beans that are cooling off a bit, or the steam coming out a bit, and I'm going to do my ground beef next in the Instant Pot. I only wanted to get the beans softened because I'm going to be making my chili in my slow cooker, and this chili is going to be a little green because I have a bowl full of these little peppers that we bought a while ago, and they're starting to go, and so I have to cut them all up, get them into pot, get them cooking, and it is cold outside, and I figured chili is it. So we're going to take the steam out of these beans, and we're going to see what's what. I mean, I haven't, looks like another bell pepper that is like going on me. You know. So we got some peppers and peppers and peppers, a little bit of celery, and whatever beans I have in here, that's what the beans are going to be for in my chili. 2 pounds of ground beef, some tomatoes, some tomato sauce, and I don't know if I have any chili seasoning, but I can make some up. And you can always use taco seasoning. I know that for a fact, and I do have plenty of taco seasoning in my cupboard. So, alright, should we look at these beans? Turn that off. Okay, see, look at there. We have navy beans, pinto beans, kidney beans. I just had a bag that had like soup beans, you know, for like pork, I don't know what I'm trying to say. If you just give me a minute, I'll get right back to you. Okay, I just needed to get a spoon. Alright, we're going to check out these beans. See down the kidney beans and everything else. I know those are pretty well, I mean, I cooked everything for like 45 minutes, so these are pretty well done. I just need to get everything out of the pot and then put my ground beef into it. And then once I get the ground beef softened, then we're going to switch pots, and we're going to use the slow cooker because I want to just cook it. I don't know, it is 3 o'clock. I have to get cooking it for at least 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, and because I don't know if the roommate's going to go to work today or not, so he might just take the whole weekend off. I don't know. But I will get back to you all as quickly as I possibly can. And I can't say within 2 and 2 because it's not going to happen. But I'll get back to you. Alright. We have the slow cooker. And I have some of the ground beef broken up, but we're going to break most of it, the rest of it up inside the slow cooker. So we're going to take all the juices and all the water and splash all over the place. Don't do that. Get all that out. And I did not cut up all of those peppers because they were all just, no. So we're going to try to get this broken up a little bit more, because I really have to get this going, because like I said, I have no idea if he's going to work or not. I just know that I have to get dinner cooking away on here. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to try to break this up. And if I don't have one of those fancy little hamburger things, so I have to get my little potato masher, my handy dandy little potato masher, and kind of break that up a bit. And I am going to be using the taco seasoning, because I don't have everything you need for making chili seasoning. So I'm going to use some taco seasoning, and we'll just call it taco chili. Be the same thing as chili, just different flavor. So we're going to get that all broken up as much as possible. We might have a few big old chunks. That's okay. We don't mind. A few big old chunks ain't going to hurt anybody. And frankly, all we're really going to do is just heat it up real good. Basically. Then I'm going to take my bowl of beans, and I'm going to add that to here. So we got that whole bowl of beans. And we're going to take my bowl of celery, peppers, and onions and add that. And then I'm going to, once I find it, I'm going to open up my can of tomatoes. And don't worry, I know I said that my husband cannot have tomatoes. He always picks them out, and he knows I love tomatoes. So we're going to do that. And this is a huge can, and these are big chunks, so you'll be able to see them. And this is a no salt added diced tomatoes. And this is a 28 ounce, 1 pound can of tomatoes. See, I have the camera at a different angle, and I can see it. And this, as you can see, is pretty much to the top. And basically all we're going to do is just heat everything all the way through and let them good flavors merge together. The onions and the peppers and the tomatoes. Then I'm going to go into my cupboard and I'm going to get my taco seasoning. Okay. I'm going to use this one because this one has not as much, I think, wait a second. Hold on a second. Okay, I am back. I thought I had a less sodium taco seasoning, but it's okay. We will deal because we are also going to add a no salt added tomato sauce. And my can opener doesn't work the way that you want it to work sometimes. But this is okay. We're getting it. So this is going to be very interesting for me. So now we're going to mix all that. And as I'm talking, my slow cooker, losing my mind, I swear. It's heating up. I can feel it. It's on high. Now, doesn't that look more like a good old-fashioned pot of chili? We got the beans, we have the onions, we have tomatoes, we have celery, we have peppers. And now, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to put the seasoning in it. And then we'll be good to go. I'm going to put a little bit of chili powder in this. Sprinkle it all on top. You can tell that it's a new thing of chili powder because it's not coming out that well. So we have some chili powder, and I have some smoked Spanish paprika we're going to be using. Which I have to go to my specialty store and get some more. We have a spice store that does coffee and spices and noodles and all kinds of stuff. We're going to mix that in there. Now the beans I used were a little bit of navy bean and some kidney beans and a little bit of pinto beans. Now I'm going to be using 2 capfuls of taco seasoning in there. In the place of chili seasoning, we're going to use taco seasoning. And that should be enough seasoning to make it taste halfway decent, like you are eating a bowl of chili. Look at that, and it smells like a bowl of chili already. It really does. Then I'm going to add just a little bit of crushed red peppers. Just to give it a little bit of oomph into our chili. And if somebody else wants red peppers or a little bit more spice, they're more than welcome to put it in their bowl, but I only sprinkle just enough. And as this heats up, that's it, that's all I'm going to put in there. As it heats up, I'll see how much salt that taco seasoning added. So now I'm going to put the lid. And even though the directions say do not lock down as cooking, I'm going to lock it down. Because I found out that when I do lock it down, it gets hotter quicker. So I'm going to lock it down. And we're going to do this for possibly, we're going to start off at 2 hours. And we're going to let it heat up for 2 hours. And then, as you can see, the steam is already doing its thing. So we're going to clean up our little bit of our mess that we have here in the kitchen. And then we're going to see you in 2 hours. Okay, look at here, the lid is off. The husband is ready to chow down. It actually has been several hours. Let's see. It's been almost 4 hours, give or take 3 to 4 hours. And vegetables are still a little bit crunchy, but not too bad, because this is what it looks like. You know, still have plenty of juice in there. It's on warm right now, and I'm actually going to keep it in the pot. But my husband says, I am hungry, I am starving, and chili happens to be one of his favorite things.
Well, especially with the free smells. Yeah.
One of his favorite things that I make. He loves my chili, so therefore I'm going to dish him out a nice, good helping, and he does know that there are tomatoes in here, and he can see them, so it's not like I'm hiding the fact that I have tomatoes. But he can have a nice bowl of chili, and he will. Alright, so going to find out that it was my battery that made the camera die, but anyhow, this is it, y'all. This is the chili that I put together earlier, and look at that. Yummo. Yummo. I'm going to let it simmer a little bit longer. Just sitting in here. I mean, there's all different kinds of beans, those peppers, onions, meat, just all different kinds of spices. My husband is at the table now, and he's getting ready to chow down on his chili over there. And I'm going to have a small little bowl for a taste, because I'm going to add a little pasta with mine later. I'm not all that, I love chili, but I'm not that hungry right now, so, but I'm going to have some, give it a taste, and see how I did. Alright, here we are at the table, getting ready to try my chili. Okay, guys, I'm going to get a good old spoonful of chili here. My husband threw all the tomatoes in my bowl, and he's perfectly fine with dishing them out of the bowl before anybody comments and says, well, that's mean of you to put, if you know that he can't have tomatoes. He's the one who tells me to go ahead, put the tomatoes in. He has no problem dishing them out. Trust me, we had an argument about it a couple of times now. But anyways, here it goes. You can't even tell that I used taco seasoning. And it did need a little bit of salt. Just a little bit.
Might need hot sauce.
No, he's a hot sauce man with his chili.
Freaky hot sauce. Hotter, spicier, the better for me.
He loves Texas Pete. That is one of his favorites.
That and North Carolina Reaper peppers. Yum.
Well, there you heard it from him, guys. Alright, well, I'm going to finish eating this bowl of chili. And I hope y'all have a good rest of the day. Peace, y'all.